And we are back. Let's do this. Right, so I've done Iraq 5. Oops. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Members of Sacred Cult operating aboard the ship have requested an audience. They wish to present gifts and introduce themselves to their new captain. Alright, sure, I'm ready to receive them. I will commence preparations at once, Lord Captain. She's just floating. Those on the deck watch in awe as the final figure moves gracefully into ceremonious pose. Some of the officers whisper in excitement, while others murmur prayers of the God Emperor.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still.
They fall silent as a tall young woman steps forward. She moves towards you soundlessly, the dim light casting shadows across the mask which conceals her face. The masked cultists repeat the words in a mournful whisper. We obey still.
Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her.
The woman's slender finger has been fitted with a metal claw. She points it in your direction and gazes at you from behind her bone mask with the cold, grim eyes of an assassin. She pulls out a sinister curved blade, and similar weapons suddenly appear in the hands of her motionless companions.
And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion.
Their blades swing through the air and rivulets of crimson flow onto the deck. The young woman bows her head reverently as she hands you a heavy parcel. The others bow their heads as well. They seem unconcerned by the blood that trickles down their fingers.
We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The Undying One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death. We give you one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
It's a pretty good weapon, actually. You have heard many stories about death cults such as this one. These devoted holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship of the Emperor. They are exemplary slaves, invisible executioners, and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as verities of the faith, or others see their fearsome rituals as frenzied spectacles touched by madness. Then the cultists. The cultists are all voidborn. Their lithe, shiny bodies are clad in light armor, which allows them to move with an acrobat nimble grace and strike with an assassin's swift surety. Yeah. Their red and black vestments are adorned with sharp spikes and ritual jewelry, where time and training have worn their garments threadbare. You can make out patterns of bleeding lacerations. The prisoners cower beneath the weight of your gaze. Blood drips down tear-stained faces on the captured officers, technomats, and workers. A word has been carved into each of their foreheads with meticulous precision. Well, I have no idea how you pronounce that. Traitor, heretic, apostate, renegade. The cuts have been diligently and regularly reopened to prevent healing.
These renegades committed treachery against their domin. Their lips once praised the name of Kunrad Voigtveer, but it is your name they will whisper as they cross over to the other side.
Interesting. So, a death cult watches over my crew. They who honor the Emperor through killing, who devote their every deed to serving him. Sacred executioners.
The Domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
Emperor's Tarot. A deck of psychoactive cards bearing sacred and meaningful images. Tarot cards are used for divination and predicting the future. They are believed to be able to capture images sent by the Emperor himself. In the hands of a skilled psyker, the Emperor's Tarot can be a truly potent divination tool. Alright. Your heart is filled with awe as you gaze at the cultist. You recognize this feeling, you have experienced it before. When you walk through the scorching flame and survive, the eyes of your grim guests burn bright with sacrificial fever. They serve the God Emperor with wholehearted faith and devotion. What does a cult like a blood-spun web do?
The tenets of the web teach us to read the threads of the future and understand the hearts of others. When a soul is filled with the poison of corruption, we know its time has come. We bring liberation. 3 strikes, 3 rebukes, 1 blade. This is how we serve the Undying One. This is how we serve you and your flagship. But there are others, the virtuous martyrs who contravene his design without realizing it. Those who have come too close to faltering or committing an apostasy, but have not erred yet. We present such souls to the Undying One.
You kill innocent people?
We do not desire their death. We do not seek them out in the darkness. They come to us, and we usher them from this life if his sacred tarot reveals that the Emperor wishes to accept these martyrs.
Just give me a second, I'm just gonna try and open my fucking dinner up. There we are. You mentioned the tenets of the web. What are they?
Our laws and teachings, our philosophy and way of life, our art of combat and spiritual dogma. The tenets are the blood-spun web itself. Humanity owes its existence to the undying Emperor's sacrifice. It is he who protects us from a darkness of terrors. Hence, each of us has a duty to serve him, and a duty to die for him. To act otherwise is to waste the life that has been given to us by the Undying One, to become a thief. We help others understand this. We help them to live and die righteously.
You have my blessings. May your blades bring swift death to the Emperor's enemies.
The blood-spun web will not forget your words, Domin. They are the wisdom of the tenets and the benediction of our duty.
The eyes of the cultures burn bright with righteous fury. Further. Tell me about yourself, Cabela. Are you the leader of the blood-spun web, or its herald, or its servant?
I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web. The honor of this title is bestowed only upon those who have ushered more souls than... It is shameful to speak of one's own deeds. I'm here to become your shadow, not to make boasts.
And right there, we just had a slight moment where she breaks character. Cabela stops abruptly. She touches a center figure on the fresh wound on her hand and paints a symbol of a lot across her lips in blood. Nod towards the captors. Why have you brought this rabble to the upper decks?
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself.
Cabela touches her sharp blade reverently to her lips. The captives tremble in fear at the sight of the weapon.
Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
The others echo her words from beneath their bone mask. Undergo the test. Give weapon to the traitors. It is time for Cabela to prove herself.
A dagger that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy. Let the final dance begin.
Whoops. Cabela motions to the other cultists. They release the captives from their restraints and place weapons in their hands.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Don't reveal that. I think I vaguely remember how this fight goes, how her abilities work. What we do? You go here. Yep. Here you
Trust
go.
me.
One, two, three. Now, for good measure, we'll just take the last one out. Yeah, what have I got here? She's got no AP. Why?
As the tenants demand.
Cool. I'm going to end my turn there.
Death to the weak! Ah! We bring deliverance.
There is only death. Yours
Out
or
of my
mine.
way!
Really? She had to get knocked down?
Death to non-believers!
Fuck's sake. She had to get knocked down. Fuck's sake, I got to all again. Alright, whatever. Yep.
Domin. The But there are others. Humanity owes its existence to the undying Emperor's sac. The blood-spun web will not. I am this. Give the order, Domin. Let us.
Seriously, fucking.
I serve the ruinous powers! Ah!
She just leveled up. Alright, cool. I am now full health. So I'm better off making sure the fucking power maul goes down.
Come. The other side awaits. I shall not fail. The shadows will see.
Whatever.
The angel will reward us!
Caught by the web.
And dead. Right, we're good. A cut to the heart, a cut to the throat, a cut to the stomach. These wounds have been inflicted according to his pleasure. The blood of the apostates will wash away the stain of their treachery, so that their souls may prostrate themselves before the Undying One's throne and beg his forgiveness. Cabela wipes the blood from her blade in one swift movement. I have acted with reverence and shown proof of my loyalty. Will you accept me, Domin Calvin de Olinia? Will you make me your shield and shadow? High Veteran Janice Danrock. Your Lordship, the spinners of the blood-spun web were watching, tracking, and killing Von Vlesi's enemies long before the warrant of trade passed to Lady Theodora. However, their blade has also been known to cut short the lives of high upstanding persons. The factotum swallows nervously, casting a fleeting glance at Cabela. But I certainly do not in any way condemn the deeds of the deeply esteemed cult. I am sure they must have had good reasons. Master at Arms clears her throat. The cultists are the scourge of the seditious. They bring the unrighteous to ruin. The enforcers respect the blood-spun web, for we share a common goal: to bring his light and his harsh justice to the darkest depths of his ship. Scourge of the seditious or not, folks are afraid of them for a reason. A couple of watches ago, these spinners took a train driver to pieces for some kind of ritual. I don't know what old Malak did to earn that privilege, though. And who's going to feed his family now? Heinrich takes a drag of his IO stick, inhaling the thick smoke through his clenched teeth. But that's a lower decker problem. What matters is that the blood-spun web serves you faithfully, old Captain. My predecessor once delivered a sermon about how the spinners saved the vessel from the servants of the arch-enemy. The blood-spun web paid the price in blood. A river of scarlet that flooded the decks from bridge to bilge. They became the blood of the flagship, the pulse in its veins, and the beat of its heart. The great sacrifice earned them the favor of House von Valencius. Confessor, tell me about the spinner's great sacrifice. The vessel was beset by famine and pestilence during a long warp jump. The flagship wandered uncharted paths in the immaterium for 20 cycles straight. Servants of the arch-enemy used the despairing hearts of the crew to infiltrate the ship, and death followed. The hungry became the hunted. The famished became a feast. The exhausted crew was too weak and emaciated to resist to the invaders. But then the spinners emerged from the depths. They stood alone against hundreds of foes, yet they did not falter. They did not sleep or rest as their blood-tipped dance brought death. Though many spinners fell, the blood-spun web held strong until the flagship left the turmoil of the war. I wish to hear what my retinue thinks. I have heard, though only at a distance, the prayers the spinners offered up to him. I have seen how their deeds filled the people's hearts with confidence in the inevitability of his wrath. The blood-spun web's loyalty to the Emperor is without question, as is their willingness to lay down their lives in the fight against the arch-enemy. Although Lady Theodora never granted the cult an audience or brought a spinner into her retinue, she respected the blood-spun web and approved of its mission. It is strange. Their shadowy forms are swathed in darkness, yet a radiant light burns within them like silent flame. I think it is a good sign. It is rare to see anyone filled with such light, even among the servants of the faith. You'll be my shadow, Cabela. Cabela's movements are slow, almost rhythmic, as she removes her ceremonial mask. The dark shadows of her eyes accentuate the deathly pallor of her skin, which is covered in ritual scars. Henceforth, I am your shadow, Domin Covenant Linear von Valencius, an instrument of death placed in your hand by the Undying One, for it was ordained, and so his tarot forspoke. The young woman bows her head once more. I also came bearing an invitation from the Vizier of the Bloodspun Web. He wishes to know that the doors of the Undying One's temple are open to you. Are you suggesting the Lord Captain should go down to the depths of the flagship and search for this temple? With all due respect, the lower decks are for servants and crew. They're not fitting place for his lordship. He was the Vizier. He is the first among us. The Vizier has spun the web of fate for fivefold longer than I have lived. Blood of the flagship's blood, my mentor and teacher. Why is he not here to deliver the message himself? The first spinner is old. His abode is in the temple beneath the flagship's freight line, and he has not left the lower decks in decades. Even a short journey could sunder the spirit from his ancient body. Forspoke, what do you mean? What tarot? The greatest, most sacred relic of the blood-spun web, the Emperor's Tarot. Only his chosen sons may earn the permission to rain blood upon the cards and perform a reading to see portions of the future. Shadows of the past and tangles of the present. However, the secrets of his tarot are not for the ears of lay people to hear. I cannot tell you more. Not here. Not now. Where is your temple located? I am not permitted to say. If you wish to find the temple, you must walk the path of Saint Irene, the matriarch spider. Hers was a thread that would become the blood-spun web. Her path began deep within the flagship, in the dark tunnels of the freight line, and that is where yours must begin as well. This journey will bring you closer to the thread of the web, closer to the Undying One, closer to the understanding death. I will walk in the flags of the matriarch spider. Your journey will begin in the darkness of the deepest tunnels. The Vizier awaits you. The cultists retreat into the shadows as Cabela sheathes her ceremonial dagger. Your blade awaits direction, Domin Covenant Linear. We will speak again when the time is right. They think Cabela's fucking strong. I like using her. The Rykad ship is a vertical city sailing through the void. The ship has numerous compartments that you can visit. Navigate these compartments using the map of the ship, which you can access from the main elevator of the bridge, or from any compartment. Cool. But I do wish to do, you know, Rykad Minoris for a bit. Ooh, actually. Silent verdict. I think I'm better off just letting Avlod keep the one he's got. Well, actually, for the armor penetration. I could give her the two-handed one. %60 dodge reduction. Cool. Let's level up. Crimson Tide. A creature with the bloodless or bloodstain effects against the possible stack of this effect when a raining blood is inflicted again. Or when it starts to turn on a blood covered cell. Maybe. Maybe. That one's not bad actually. Creature with a bloodless or bloodstain effect against a stack of this effect when bleeding is inflicted on it. I'm gonna do Dance of Thorns, I think. What are her current stats? Alright, we'll increase weapon skill for a bit. The blade doesn't immediately return to the cell where they start their turn. This move does not provoke attacks of opportunity. If the blade doesn't use blood death from above this turn, this move repeats all uses of the ability in reverse. This costs 8 wounds to use. The blood death selects an ally. Until the end of combat, attacks made by the blood death against enemies who have already attacked that ally gain 50% critical hit chance and 28 critical damage. So that was good. The blade faces the side of their choice and immediately ends their turn. Until the beginning of the blade next turn, they can dodge area attacks without moving. Are immune to all damage types of force movement. Gain 20% parry against attacks from that side. It can now parry attacks made against adjacent allies. Okay. Ooh, probably not. Yep. I think I'll do this one. Medicine, I think. Increase weapon skill again. Attacked by the blade dancer. Ooh. All right against death, yes. And what do we have so far? New demolition, I think. It will not die, that's what I want. Ooh. I'll be back. Cool, I'm back. Save. Full party, yay. The starport greets you with the din of ordnance and the smell of explosives trickles through your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Halt! Weapons on the ground, or I'm firing. Let me repeat that. Just to fix my mic. Halt! Weapons on the ground, or I'm firing. A man in a torn or dirty uniform hobbles towards you from behind the chunks of rockery and crumpled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads Sergeant Malga. Alright, so us guys are in lockdown. The rebels are shooting down anything that flies at you. And you just happen to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it. And on a shuttle like that, where'd you get it? Stolen from the past, isn't it? He is visibly awed by the replacement gold of your transport. Grab him, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. Avalon turns pale. By the holy throne, what is this mess? Indira glances around. They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Avalon, enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Avalon clears his throat. You stand before Roy Trader von Valencius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant and give his lordship a formal report. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier, and barks. My mistake, sir. At once. The starport is under control of the governor's warden's perimeter commander is Sergeant. A fragmenting explosion goes off. The rest of the sergeant's wounds, shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of its stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With a rasping cough, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Lassie Malga reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? What is going on here? Under us, sir, armed rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower level sparks, then they went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations. Then Felix tore off his mask, precisely because he knew about the trouble on Rykad Minoris. He knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. Cassia lets out a sorrowful sigh. You may continue to report, peasant. Fucking... My unit was here when it all went to Grosses. The tech priest linked to satellite reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykad Minoris. The governor took precautionary measures in order to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden's detail. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. They're crushing us. The scumbags, it's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements came in. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out of here any minute. Who are you anyway? Sergeant Lassie Belga, sir, 11th generation loyal soldier of House of Winterscale, awarded 3 commendations for faultless service. Ever since the olden days, his lordship the Roy Trader has recruited soldiers and shipwrights on Rykad Minoris, so there's no greater honor for a Rykadian than serving his lordship with diligence. What caused the this rebellion? Ill thought, sir. We're falling hard times, the ground keeps shaking, things keep exploding. The people are scared, they've forgotten all about their duty. And that's when those, Emperor forgive me, preachers came. They started rounding everyone up. Sure enough, we shot a few, but they just kept coming. More and more of them. Pat him on the shoulder. You're doing fine work, Malga, and so are your troops. It is people like you that hold the Imperium together. I live to serve. The sergeant grim voice reams with a martyr's pride. I'm going to see the governor. If I may report, sir, as long as the rebels keep shooting the damn anti-aircraft battery, there is absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I assign all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will Voxcast orders them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Idira frowns, her gaze grows distant, as if she's looking through the sergeant. Ah, bloody hell. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know, the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulates won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. A good fight would have long since reclaimed the stubble. Move out and attack. You cowardly knife. Horror fills the sergeant's eyes. Apologies, your lordship. We will rectify that at once. Follow my lead, you lot. I'm giving you 2 minutes to reload and patch yourselves up. Then we are routing the rebel dregs. He rules his commands, organizing his troops for what is undoubtedly a suicidal offense. Unconscious and trust Sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to the soldier and spits out a booming series of commands.
Know your duty.
Did you see that? They almost knocked us out of the air. Some bumbling idiot's going to regret that when he's dragged before the Lord Captain for questioning and trial.
I do not think the rogue trader should take a personal interest in a common crackpot. Summary execution will be sufficient.
Alright, let's save again. And let's move.
Grovel before the faithful.
Are you ready to die?
Fuck's sake. That's not good. Alright.
Here we go. Let's make it quick.
Stop it!
Around the arbiter. Okay.
I'll do it.
That's pretty good.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty.
Hold on.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Time to slaughter some.
Only one now, that's fucking amazing.
Stay vigilant.
Fucking you, why did you have to try and shoot Idira? Alright, go there.
Let's get to it.
she can't reach anyone. Can't. Alright. Plus aim shot with defensive range. Okay. Doesn't change too much. That sucked.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Rebel gunner. No. Oh. Fucking beautiful. And that should be good.
I'm here, Matt. Like this.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Oh, that works. Ah, fuck it, leave that.
Follow my lead.
Kill. And rush him.
Indeed. Let's make it quick.
High momentum.
That's not too bad. Cool.
Hold on. Let's get to it.
Okay. Can she hit? Hit a single person. My god. She cannot. Ah, she can hit that one. Alright, die. 46% chance. Let's go. Fuck it. And turn there. Beautiful work.
Are you working tonight? You gonna need my car tonight? What time?
9:30.
Huh?
9:30.
9:30?
Actually, no. No, I shouldn't need to go. I'm all good.
Why, you reckon Des will be home?
She will.
Alright.
Bye.
I'll come to the short shift.
Bye. She cannot fucking really see anyone.
And so shall it be done.
Yeah, couldn't hit the first one behind. Alright, I'll let you slightly hurt, but bring it up there. Heal. I know I did that.
Out of my way.
He's fine. I'm not sure why he's just staying there. Like, it helps me, but for sure, but, you know.
Death is a blessing. Whisper and be heard.
And that was so much better. Now. His movement was reduced by half. That's not good. Where's the Adira?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
That's fine. The young shaggy-haired soldier is still pale. Nonetheless, as you approach, he holsters his pistol, the hallmark of good discipline. He gives you a somewhat frightened but genuine smile. Thank you, my lord. You arrived in the nick of time. I know what these babbling creatures wanted with me, but it definitely wasn't anything good. Who are you? Lucky Jasper, the governor's aide and personal vox operator. I was dispatched to the starport on special orders. The young man proclaims, definitely trying to tame his tousled hair. Are you unharmed, soldier? All thanks to you, my lord. Those blind lunatics are all over the city right now. These rebels damn them to the void. Go around maiming anyone they get their hands on and scorching their eyes. Then they leave the poor souls driven mad by the pain to wander the streets babbling nonsense. He lowers his voice and adds with gravity. The command doesn't want anyone to talk about her, but I've heard whispers that it's not just some nonsense, it's heresy. Actual heresy. Because listening to it scrambles your brain. It made one patrolman freeze in his tracks while the blind mob got hold of him and carried him from his post off to who knows where. And what exactly were you doing on your own? Following Governor Medea's special instructions, namely, he grits his teeth with a pained expression frowning his brow. Alright, it's a secret assignment. I can't talk about it. Whatever punishment you were afraid of, I can do worse things to you. You had better start talking. I give up. No need to do anything to me. He does not look frightened. However, relieved is more like it. He glances around with a conspicuous look and whispers, "Please don't tell anyone, alright? Or the governor will make sure I am punished." So why did they send you to the starport? I'm supposed to deliver updated Vox codes and, how should I put it, assess the situation? The planet is a real mess at the moment. The rebels have found their way into our Vox net and are now eavesdropping. This made public communications impossible. The Hello Electro-Dynamic Symbian has sent out a distress call before it went dark. And who even knows what's happening in the system? There's been a riot on Rykad Minoris. The prison planetary Year 5 station is silent, although the navigators there have always been a reclusive bunch. I was hoping I'd be lucky enough to run to a pilot or captain here who could give me an update, but that's hardly a possibility right now. The rebels are blasting anything that tries to land out of the sky with a damn cannon. He stops talking a little too abruptly. There's something else you are hiding from me, isn't there? More classified secrets? Just books wait. It's nothing classified, just personal. There's another reason why I'm here. My betrothed is missing. Rykad Minoris, the esteemed Yvain Winterscale personal pilot. When the riot reports came from Rykad Minoris, Lord Yvain headed there personally. Then this rebellion started down here and we lost communication. No one even knows what they're doing up there. You know what I'm afraid of? That they'll come back and those rebel scumbags will shoot them out of the sky. I want to find a place that's high up, set up a Voxcaster there and send them a transmission. The sky is closed off. Don't try to land. But I didn't make it in time. Those blind dogs chased after me. And I was running trying to trip and I broke the caster. He hangs his head sadly. I work for her. She's an excellent pilot. But I still worry. Abla shakes his head disapprovingly, but his eyes are understanding. That is why all members of a voice ship clan share the same employment. No matter how devoted a servant of the Emperor is to their duty, there is always the danger that family ties might disrupt regulations and order. Worry not, for your recruit is alive. I met her regarding Philia. Really? That's marvelous. May the Emperor protect you for 1,000 years, and 1,000 more for bringing me such good news. He beams in elation. I'll name my firstborn after you, I swear. In fact, I'll name all my children after you. Tell me about you're at 5. There's not much anyone can tell you about it. The station belongs to neighbors noble like themselves. Emperor knows what they do up there, or who even lives there. It's gone ordinary folk. The only person they're willing to grace with an audience is the esteemed Yvain Winterscale. It is beginning to sound like he is complaining. This black place is creepy. They say they order shuttles with service from Rykad Minoris on a regular basis. I guess they're too important up there to change filters and clean compartments themselves, huh? Except I've never met anyone who has served there. It's like no one ever comes back. Your brothers and sister lived and died for a great cause, serving a navigator house, and therefore all impurity is a high honor, one that few could bear. Only now does Jasper notice Cassia, and his eyes go wide in fear. He opens it and closes his mouth a few times, helplessly like a sheep fish. I want to utter a sound, and instead he just nods nervously. Yeah, I have no more questions. I'm happy with it. It was my pleasure to be served, to be a service of you, to my lord. It'd be nice to chat to someone normal. He glances warily at the body of the nearest blind. Alright. You're right, we should stay here, or we might ride to rebels. I'll go find a safe place to watch the sky for any leading shuttles. May the Emperor protect you, my lord. Bye.
The Divine watches over us.
I'm not going to worry about reading that. Want more loot? As I'm fortunate, I will likely have to end it there. Yeah. And we'll do the rest of if we made it to Rykad Minoris, then we'll make our way back. And we'll finish the rest of it. Probably maybe tomorrow. I'll see if I got time. Thank you. Bye bye.